Shalom, shalom, Israel. I'm going to start by giving all glory, honor, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RICANS. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone to teach and move well. Peace and salutations be to the hopeful elect. By the Tazawam, we're coming at you from the prophets of Babylon, camp here in Tampa, Florida. This lesson is going to be going in transit, going into this post showing how many people would lose health care in each state. All right, and I'll make the picture, the thumbnail, and the wallpaper for the class. But just to get into a few, for example, Florida says 1,936,421. So that's almost 2 million people in Florida, and that's where I'm at. Okay. So about 2 million people will be losing Medicaid here in Florida. Now, there's people that rely on their medicine, which Medicaid has been accommodating for and paying for. There's people that rely on medicine for to keep certain diseases or illnesses in check, so that they don't their health doesn't get out of control. So when these people's health are being targeted, and the only people that can really be assured of good health is the rich. So here it is, this big beautiful bill, which I did a lesson on yesterday called Big Beautiful Jacob's Trouble. Is going to devastate a lot of people because of its the harshness of it. And this is an unrighteous decree. Here it is. All these people were dependent upon Medicaid, and you just took it away from them out of nowhere. Now these people are going to be forced to, there may be terminally ill people that rely on Medicaid. For example, one man did a video on TikTok where his mom was sick. She was bedridden, couldn't move much. And he said she worked a lot in her younger years. Now she's stuck in a bed, stuck in the house. She needs Medicaid to get her medicines. And there's a lot of people are dependent upon these opioids as well, which without, they will start to get withdrawals. Okay? Or they're going to start to do crazy things for a piece of change to get those opioids, to get that medicine. Okay, to get these pills and these drugs, which is what they are called, drugs, man. Okay? So these people are going into these stores and buying drugs to numb the pain of their illness that they get from these nasty ass foods, from this nasty air that we breathe, from the nasty water, the toxic water. All right, GMO foods, all these things are contributing to bad health effects in our people and in everybody. Okay, so right here, let's see if we can find New York on here, because I know New York got a lot of people. New York, 1,019,121,000. 1,019,121,000. All right, which looks like less than Florida, about 1 million less than Florida. Look at California, almost 2.5 million are going to lose Medicaid. So here it is. America's about to suffer its biggest blow that's ever suffered in history. And also, I just seen an article saying that the American dollar is about to suffer the worst dip that it ever has in history. Okay? So what does that tell you? That means we're entering into the end of Babylon's age, which is also the end of the dollar. They're gonna try to transform this world, or this country, into the New World Order, which they did intend on bringing about through Donald Trump. Right? It says how many people will lose health care in your state. All right, and it shows all the states, and these are just estimates. All right, because we know they don't have the exact numbers of people relying on health care. Okay, but these are just estimates, and these are probably the real amount of people are probably much more than these numbers. It says that 17 million lives Republicans are putting at risk. So here it is. They're targeting Republicans. Basically, whoever voted for Trump, you know, and they blaming them for putting all these people at risk. Right now, I agree that this will make a great shift in America's way of life, which is going to force a new NWO. These people are going to riot, uproar, wage war on the governments, to seek to overthrow government and authorities. Okay, because of these unrighteous decrees that were passed, that's going to persecute them and their families. All right, let's grab it. In the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto him that decree unrighteous woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay, which means written before. Okay, so they're decreeing these unrighteous decrees. Scriptures say, woe be unto them, destruction be unto them. They're going to pay for what they have done, because this is really a target against the Lord's people, Jacob. Okay, which Jacob is the poor of this world, the despised of this world. Okay, the people who can never seem to get up on their feet. That's who this bill is really targeting. And this is why I believe this is going to kick off Jacob's trouble. All right, so the Senate had just passed the bill, which was 2 days ago. Okay, which is my previous lesson. I believe I was wondering if the Senate passed the bill already. Yeah, they did. Okay, so this is that just goes to show you that things are about to get very wicked out here. These people are about to get desperate, and they're going to do desperate things to get the things that they need. So these people ain't only going to be raiding your houses for food in Jacob's trouble. They're going to be raiding your houses for them opioids. Some people battling HIV, and they need constant medicine. They need continuous medicine to keep their symptoms in check and keep the body from deteriorating into, and the disease from deteriorating into AIDS, which is really going to be a dangerous problem for them. Okay, so these people are going to act with haste. That means at any minute, at any moment, very soon now, shit can really hit the fan. And it can be very, a lot more dangerous than we expected. Okay. So let's grab this in the book of 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right, so these men are about to start invading one another. Okay? They ain't going to regard the president. They ain't going to regard the governments. Okay? The policemen. Okay? They're going to do what they got the power to do. And they're going to take what they got the power to take. These people are going to band together and go up against grocery stores. People going to set up their turf in the grocery store. And another band of thieves or a gang of thieves gonna come in and try to overtake it. Okay, this place is about to go into complete turmoil, man. All right, over food, rations, and meds, or I should say drugs. We're about to witness the drug addict war. Drug addict civil war, man. Okay, the crackhead war. Okay, because majority of these people in America depend on opioids to stay sane, because they've been so disastrously poisoned and intoxicated that now they depend on these things, and Trump just took it away from them. Okay, so prepare to see these things in the coming days, which is a very beautiful thing to see for us. In the mighty name of YAHAWASHI, give all glory, honor, and praises to YAHWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, CUBANS. So next time I truly hope this lesson was edifying to you. Shalom.